Collaboration between school librarians and teachers includes working together on the elements presented in the following scenes. Identifying what students need to know about accessing, evaluating, interpreting, and applying information.
So what is the standard for your lesson?
We are working on the U.S. history standard about the impact of the civil rights movement, specifically Brown versus the Board of Education.
What would your essential question be for the lesson?
Well, it ended segregation of schools, so something about that.
What about is separate equal?
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's go with that.
Okay. What do your students already know about Brown versus Board of Education?
Not a lot. They have a pretty good background knowledge of the civil rights movement in general, but I don't think they know anything about Brown versus Board of Education.
Well, are we going to have them do any research, and if so, what skills would they need?
Well, since my kids have cognitive disabilities, maybe we should just focus on their listening, speaking, viewing skills. Maybe we could find a video clip for them to watch.
I can do that.
Okay, that'd be great.
So what do you think their learning task should be?
How about if they identified 3 ways our lives have changed since the civil rights movement?
Excellent. Well, why don't we use a graphic organizer?
Oh, that'd be good. Maybe then versus now.
Excellent. We can start with an example.
Great. I'll do that.
Planning how and where these skills will be taught and how they relate to standards for content area learning.
Remind me again, what standard are you teaching?
I'm doing U.S. History Standard 24. The student will analyze the impact of social change movements and organizations of the 1960s.
Have you thought about a raft activity?
Raft?
Now, R is for role, A is for audience, F is for format, and T is for topic. So you basically make up a grid for the students with various roles, audiences, formats, and topics, and then you let them choose what they want to do.
Thanks for the idea. Can you help me explain the raft process to my students when I bring in my class?
Absolutely. We love to help co-teach. We'll see you then.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Co-teaching, so students learn the skills at a time when they need them.
And I remember we did this assignment with you guys last year, so you want the students to look up articles on heroes,
Right.
and they are creating a movie by the time they're done.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will put together a blog that has article access, all the places that are the best places to find the articles. So I'll put together the blog, the Pathfinder, that will show them where to go in Call Virtual Library to get the articles and where to find the books here in the library to get the articles. Now, what I'm going to need you to do from that is when I'm bringing up articles, can you step in and give some keywords for searching?
Right, I will, and tell them which articles we're looking for because I want them to relate this text back to the text that we had in the classroom.
I will open EasyBib and show them how to cite it. Thursday, I'll come to your classroom and walk around, and anyone that's having trouble, we can both help them out.
Assessing the students' process as they work with information, as well as the end product.
What are some of the strategies or tools that we want to use for the assessment piece? You were thinking part of that needed to be, you were concerned about the kids don't know how to do citations.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for, not only his life and achievements, but also some photos.
That's a piece that the kids often miss. They're like, but it's a picture and we really don't have to. But yes, you're so right, they really do. So why don't I take that piece on and teach them how to use EasyBib. What was another learning target that we need to hit on?
Well, at the end of the day, I'd really like them to create a visual so that they can present to the class.
Are they going to be working in partners or
partners or maybe 1 or 2 groups of 3 depending on how many students I have.
Okay. Now with EasyBib, do you want me to teach them MLA?
Since we're English, MLA is what we really need to do.
All right, we'll do that. Their visual presentation, is it going to be they can choose PowerPoint?
They can make a poster or a PowerPoint if they want.
Okay.
It's kind of up to them.
Okay, but either way, we're going to teach them how to cite their sources, and
they need to make notes to help them with their presentation.
Okay.
But those need to be cited as well, since the information is not something that they came up with on their own.
Okay, and then will you be having notes due at certain periods? So throughout the project, we'll be checking those note cards, like certain days have 3 note cards, 5 note cards.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I love working with it that way, and that keeps them on task and kind of moving through the whole project.
Gives them a goal.
It does
Yeah.
give them a goal. What other kinds of assessment tools or strategies?
I'll have a rubric for their citation page
Okay.
and for their presentation.
Okay, and then on your rubric, will there be a part there for me to be able to sign off onto and note their progress as well, like with their citations?
Yes.
Thank you.